Although Buddhists make up 90% of the population, the animistic belief in Fae remains deeply rooted. Fae is a general term for supernatural beings such as spirits, ghosts, and evil entities, with their characteristics varying by region. One of the most famous is Mae Nak, a spirit of a woman who died during childbirth and became an evil ghost. Mae Nak is a popular figure in Thai ghost stories, movies, and dramas, and is enshrined at Wat Mahabut Temple in Bangkok. On the other hand, the Ghost Mother statue owned by Mr. Tanaka is considered a representation of a mysterious mother, rather than Mae Nak. This statue was given to a Japanese woman by her mentor while she was training as a shaman in Thailand, and is believed to be influenced by both sorcery and Khmer traditions. The Tupilak is a half-beast, half-human evil spirit in Greenlandic Inuit culture, created through sorcery by a shaman known as an Angakok to bring misfortune. Originally, Tupilaks were malevolent beings, but today they are cherished as protective charms that ward off evil. Tupilak figurines, traditionally made from animal bones and tusks, have become a significant symbol of Inuit heritage. Snake deities are considered symbols of fertility and vitality among African tribes, and appear in creation myths. They are believed to possess special powers due to their regeneration through shedding skin, and are widely used in ornaments and ritual objects. The Pachamama idola represents Pachamama, a goddess from the Andean indigenous Quechua and Aymara cultures. She is the earth goddess of fertility and is believed to have given birth to humans. In Peru and Bolivia, Pachamama is venerated in a syncretic form with the Virgin Mary. The statue often depicts an old woman, a mother and a child, with a poisonous snake belt around her waist. It is believed that disrespecting Pachamama can cause earthquakes, and sacrifices are made to please her. There have even been recent reports of human sacrifices being made as offerings. White deity idola is a ritual object of the Yu people in Africa. At its center is a carved wooden figure of a pregnant woman, surrounded by decorations of antelope horns and padlocks. These adornments are believed to possess magical powers. The surface of the statue is painted with kaolin, a white clay-like substance which is used by many West African tribes to paint masks, bodies, and faces, in the belief that it grants supernatural power. The fertility doll is a traditional object held by women of the Fali tribe in the mountainous region of northern Cameroon. These dolls are crafted from wood, leather, and metal by Fali men to pray for the fertility and safe delivery of their fiancés. The doll symbolizes the promise of marriage and represents future children and is cherished until a child is born. Cameroon is a complex multi-ethnic country in Africa, home to about 250 different tribes, and is sometimes referred to as Mini-Africa. Since gaining independence from France in 1960, Cameroon has maintained political stability, but recent years have seen clashes with armed groups and tribal conflicts escalate into armed confrontations involving minority groups. As a result, the rich cultural heritage of the country is at risk of disappearing. To ensure the preservation of the fertility doll for the future, it is important to deepen the world's understanding through ritual objects. The Gangumari frog is a ritual object that a Japanese woman commissioned from a Hawaiian sorcerer to free herself from a stalker. The sorcerer prepared the Gangumari frog for severing ties and performed the ritual using this talisman. Upon returning to Japan, the harassment ceased immediately, but the woman felt intimidated by the frog's immense power and decided to part with it. The Gangumari frog is noted for its vibrant colors and the presence of a skateboard, with its eyes being particularly distinctive. Some believe that the skateboard accelerates the effects of the ritual, and that the eyes convey a strong will. It is highly regarded as a modern magical artifact. The Yu people in Ghana. It features male and female deities bound back to back, symbolizing rituals of male-female harmony. Numerous padlocks are attached to the statue, believed to seal and protect wishes. Voodoo, practiced in West Africa and Haiti, is characterized by ancestor worship and magic. Charmy is a doll that has been present for many years at a care facility in Shiga Prefecture. The doll is associated with a terrifying legend that claims anyone who grows too fond of it will meet a fatal end. Despite several users of the facility having passed away under mysterious circumstances, people continue to show affection for the doll. Staff, troubled by the phenomenon, stored Charmy in the basement, but it was soon retrieved by users, leading to further incidents. Unable to discard it, the staff eventually gave Charmy as a birthday present to Mr. Tanaka, who now considers it a valuable companion. On the day they first met, a large typhoon named Charmy struck the Kansai region, which led to the doll being named Charmy in connection with this event. Man Plaai is a type of corpse oil used in Thailand as a talisman or aphrodisiac, extracted from human remains. The oil, especially potent when taken from under the chin, drips down during cremation and can be obtained from the crematorium's sapper. Man Plaai, created by the Thai sorcerer Arjan P, is a blend of the spirit of a woman from Yunnan province and spiritual powers. It is believed to bring success in love and work. However, it must be handled with caution, as the protective seal on the amulet is deteriorating, requiring careful handling. The Dayak talisman is a ceremonial item used by the Dayak people of Borneo, Indonesia. The Dayak tribe practices headhunting rituals, believing that spiritual power resides in human heads. This talisman is created to pray for the success of headhunting, abundance, and happiness, and it often depicts the forms of Dayak heroes or sacred animals. Headhunting is an important ritual for both individuals and the community, believed to enhance sacred power. The crocodile bone sword is a special ceremonial blade used by the Dayak and Asmat tribes of Borneo, Indonesia. The Dayak people believe that crocodiles possess spiritual power, while the Asmat consider them sacred creatures associated with the underworld. Made from crocodile bones and decorated with shells and cassowary feathers, the sword is not actually used for harming, but rather for ritual purposes. It is primarily used in blessing ceremonies and rituals, and holds particular significance when symbolically used for beheading enemies. The Egungun idola used in rituals by the Yoruba people of Nigeria represents the spirits of the deceased, known as Egungun. In Yoruba tradition, ancestors become spirits after death and are believed to possess shamans to provide guidance. The statue is thought to allow spirits to enter and exit through the top of the head. It features herbal medicines on its back, a vessel for alcohol in its abdomen, and a lock and shells on its mouth, which are believed to have magical powers. Offering herbs and alcohol to the statue is believed to protect the owner and their family. This voodoo deity statue was discovered in Togo, West Africa. The mouth area is used to insert offerings of tobacco, and there is a hole in the head for placing ritual powders. The surface is coated with cobalt pigments and kaolin to imbue it with magical power. Although the statue features a modern, non-traditional design, the presence of traces of sacrifices suggests it was worshipped up until recent times. The Abelem pectoral pendant necklace of the Abelem people features a carved face representing ancestral spirits. The Abelem, who reside in the Sepik River region of northern Papua New Guinea, are renowned for their intricate wood carving skills. This necklace is worn around the back of the neck during special ceremonies and may be used in dances by placing it between the teeth. It is not a cursed object, but a beautiful ceremonial adornment. The Abelem people are known for their yam cultivation beliefs, and the Harvest Festival celebrates growing the most impressive yams, which is a matter of pride for them. This voodoo talisman, used by a sorcerer in rituals and hung in a shrine, includes items such as a spirit-calling flute, a bottle of ritual powders, animal bones, bird feet, shells, and a padlock. These components are believed to possess spiritual power, and the rich assortment of items suggests that the talisman carries significant strength and was effective as a protective amulet. In Thailand, the Kapala skull cup is a ceremonial vessel made from human skulls and is symbolically associated with wisdom and knowledge. It is used in rituals of Hinduism, Buddhism, and esoteric practices. The Kapala features a depiction of a woman on the surface of the skull, representing her appearance during her lifetime. The underside contains hair and remains, such as Man Plaai, and is adorned with gold leaf. In Thai belief, parts of the body of someone who died a tragic death are used as ritual objects to confer merit to the deceased spirit. The Kapala is considered a protective amulet crafted as a guardian deity. The Shield of the Saint is a ritual object used by Hausa priests in Africa, known as Arokafigita, to protect homes from evil spirits. The shield is adorned with depictions of mystical creatures, such as scorpions, birds, and lizards, which are considered symbols of protection against malevolent forces. The Hausa people are heavily influenced by Islamic culture, and remnants of erased Quranic verses can be seen on the shield. The residual ink is believed to hold sacred power, and consuming it is thought to cure illnesses. This painting was displayed in a family-run inn located in a hot spring town. It was brought to the inn by the uncle of the innkeeper's daughter, and after being hung in the hallway, an unusually dark and eerie atmosphere seemed to linger in that area. Guests began to express discomfort when passing by the painting, prompting the family to move it to the staff break room. However, when the daughter's cousin used the break room, she fell ill and eventually became unable to leave the room. Believing the painting to be the cause, the family relocated it to a cafe, where a spiritual medium later warned that the painting contained intense spiritual energy. The medium performed a quick purification ritual, but an unsettling phenomenon occurred as the bare light bulbs in the cafe began to flicker. The painting was nearly burned for disposal, but just before it could be destroyed, it was acquired by Mr. Tanaka. Incidentally, the uncle who originally brought the painting to the inn is currently missing. This Voodoo Christ statue is an exceptionally rare and valuable artifact, created by people who were forcibly taken from West Africa to Haiti under French colonial rule. To secretly preserve their own beliefs, they crafted this statue during a time when any public practice of religion other than Catholicism was strictly forbidden in Haiti. Although they outwardly adopted Catholic forms, they found ways to continue venerating their own spirits. In Voodoo, it is common to equate spirits with Catholic saints, but religious objects modeled after Jesus Christ are extremely rare, making this statue a unique example of that syncretism. This iron mask is a mysterious and eerie item that Mr. Tanaka stumbled upon at an antique shop in Kyoto. It is believed to have come from the continent, but its details remain unknown. Initially, Mr. Tanaka decided not to purchase it. However, later on, a psychic acquaintance contacted him saying, "There is a terrifying mask up for auction. You should take a look." It turned out to be the same iron mask he had seen before. Despite being warned by the psychic that owning it could lead to death, Mr. Tanaka decided to buy the mask. Hun Payong is an ancient Thai talisman in the form of a doll. The term Hun refers to a human-like figure, while Payong means to be inhabited. This talisman is believed to ward off evil spirits and misfortune while attracting good luck and wealth. It is considered one of the oldest Thai talismans created by revered monks and sorcerers. Hun Payong dolls are made from various materials such as woven grass, wood, clay, fabric, and metal. They are coated with special spiritual oil and imbued with life through the chanting of sacred verses. Once completed, the Hun Payong is believed to protect its owner and keep calamities at bay. Unlike Kuman Na, which is believed to house a spirit, Hun Payong is thought to contain the power of the heart. Consequently, Hun Payong is considered a talisman for a single generation and does not continue into the next life. Hom-chan is a type of Luke Thep doll that became popular in Thailand around 2010. It can be considered a modern version of Kuman Na. This doll was created by the Thai sorcerer known as Master Wat, specifically for Mr. Tanaka. The name Hom means fragrance in Thai, and it is believed that this Luke Thep doll houses the souls of a mother and her child. Inside the doll's abdomen, there are bottles containing the bones and bodily fluids of the mother and child, and it is advised not to remove the clothing. It is believed that Hom-chan will bring joy and good fortune if offered sweets and toys. Suigetsu is a cursed doll from Takebi Island in Lake Shiga Prefecture, which was cursed with black magic 500 years ago. When purchased from an antique shop, the shopkeeper explained that the soul has departed, but friends who accompanied the buyer and had strong spiritual sensitivity immediately reacted with discomfort, clutching their stomachs and fleeing the store upon seeing the doll. They warned that the soul might still be within the doll, which influenced the decision to purchase it. The name Suigetsu means solar plexus in Japanese, and the doll is shrouded in mystery, with investigations ongoing. Kuman Na is a type of talisman from Myanmar, similar to Thailand's Kumantong, and is rooted in the belief in fetal spirits. The term Kuman means boy in Sanskrit, and these talismans are imbued with spirits by shamans. They come in various sizes and shapes, with larger ones reaching up to 120 centimeters, and smaller ones in the shape of young girls. They are believed to serve as household guardians and bring about wishes. This particular Kuman Na was acquired by the Thai talisman collector, Mr. Herman, from an antique talisman shop in Myanmar. It incorporates hair from a deceased child. The doll is characterized by its tousled hair, giving it a distinctive aura as a talisman, while also creating an impression that might make one want to groom its hair. Twins Kumantong is a Thai talisman meaning golden fetus, commonly owned by talisman collectors. It is created by mixing the ashes of a fetus or infant, soil from a grave, herbs and other components, which are then imbued with a spirit by a shaman. This process transforms it into a deity that grants the owner's wishes. Proper veneration is believed to ward off misfortune and improve fortune, while neglecting it can bring bad luck. It is similar to the Japanese Zashiki Warashi. The twins Kumantong was received from the Thai talisman collector Mr. Herman. It is made from a mixture of fetal ashes and sacred soil, and contains bodily fluids in a bottle. After being a companion for about 15 years, this Kumantong was gifted to Mr. Tanaka as a token of friendship. It is said that Kumantong appreciates offerings of sweets, beverages, and miniature cars, which bring it joy. The evil spirit absorbing jar, Kibu, is a talisman used in a village in the Waikanan Regency of Lampung Province, northwestern Sumatra, Indonesia. By hanging this jar at the top of the main pillar of a house, it is believed to absorb evil spirits from within the home. Despite being created 100 years ago, its absorptive power is said to remain unchanged. In some regions of Indonesia, illnesses are classified into 3 categories. The first category includes natural diseases like colds. The second includes illnesses caused by neglect of religious taboos or ancestral rites. And the third involves diseases caused by curses or sorcery from other humans. Even today, in cases where illness is believed to be caused by sorcery, methods such as burying jars like the kibu in the garden to dispel curses are used. Human skin mask is a talisman rooted in the belief that when a renowned dancer or artist passed away during the Ayutthaya Kingdom period in Thailand, their facial skin would be removed and made into a mask to be enshrined. By worshipping this mask, it was believed that one could inherit the skills of the great master and be expected to excel as their successor. While this belief has nearly disappeared in modern times, a human skin mask over 100 years old was publicly displayed by an artist living in Thailand in 2022, bringing renewed attention to the practice. However, this resurgence in interest also led to the widespread production of counterfeit human skin masks, often made from pig skin. In contemporary Thailand, the use of human remains to create talismans is strictly prohibited by law. Therefore, if genuine human skin masks do exist today, they are likely either relics from an earlier era or were secretly crafted. Charming Spine Talisman is an ancient voodoo talisman made using the spine of an antelope. Voodoo is a religion that developed uniquely in Haiti, blending the faith of people who were enslaved and brought from West Africa to the Caribbean in the late 17th century, with the Catholic beliefs imposed by the French who controlled Haiti. The specific use and purpose of this talisman are unclear. However, in general, ritual objects in voodoo, such as masks and idols, are often made of wood. Due to the degradation over time, most wooden objects from before the 18th century have not survived. This talisman, however, was made from bone, a material resistant to aging, suggesting it may have been created with the intent to be preserved for future generations. That said, it's also possible that parts of the talisman originally made of wood have since decayed. Considering the durability of the spine as a material, and how it might have been used within ancient beliefs, this talisman seems to carry an intent to be passed down through the ages. Lightning-Averting Staff is a talisman made from an antelope horn, used by the Songye people of the Congo as a charm to protect against lightning. Antelope and gazelle horns are believed to possess the power to contain spirits and magical energy, a characteristic utilized in this staff. The staff is filled with a mixture of magical medicines, which enhance its power, making it effective not only for protection, but also for healing illnesses and performing ritualistic magic. While its appearance might seem stern, interacting with it reveals a gentle and approachable nature, much like that of a kind old man, with an endearing and grandfatherly expression. The Songye people have a secret society known as Kifwebe, where members wear masks resembling animals and perform rituals by invoking the power of spirits. This staff is likely connected to such beliefs and rituals. In the Republic of Mali, where approximately 90% of the population is Muslim, the Bamana people have until recently resisted converting to Islam, leading neighboring tribes to refer to them as Bambara, meaning infidels. The Bamana people have developed a unique religious culture that venerates the animals of the savannah, characterized by abstract concepts and cosmology. They are skilled in creating religious carvings in wood and metal. In Bamana culture, the Boli serves as a talisman used in magic and rituals, and is also regarded as a guardian deity associated with fertility. This Boli figure is made by layering mud mixed with crops and animal hair over a wooden carving. Despite being a talisman, the Boli's endearing form has made it a coveted object among collectors worldwide, recognized as a captivating symbol of the Bamana people's faith and culture. Black Inari is a mysterious talisman acquired by Mr. Tanaka from a familiar antique dealer. It was discovered at a temple in Fushimi, Kyoto, and the dealer insisted that it was definitely used in a ritual before Mr. Tanaka purchased it. The talisman is housed within a small shrine inside a wooden box, containing a black fox and a black doll wearing a white fox mask. The Black Inari evokes associations with Mayocan faith, which deifies the North Star and the Big Dipper. The black fox is considered an incarnation of the Big Dipper and is also worshipped as a fire prevention deity. Moreover, there is a belief known as Black Inari worship, which was thought to grant worldly benefits, but it is unclear whether this talisman is related to that belief or was actually used in rituals. Though its origins and purpose remain under investigation, the Black Inari possesses a certain endearing quality that draws people in, emitting an enigmatic charm. Hime-chan is a mysterious doll found by Mr. Takagi, a resident of Kagawa Prefecture. Mr. Takagi was in the habit of taking nightly walks for his health. But one day, while taking a different route than usual, he sat down on a park bench for a rest and noticed a crumpled brown paper bag beside him. Inside the bag was a doll resembling a daruma, shaped like a young girl. Not knowing what the doll was and feeling slightly uneasy, Mr. Takagi decided to ask his followers on Instagram Live whether he should take the daruma home. The followers voted for him to bring it home, but out of fear, he left the bag with the doll outside by his back door instead of bringing it inside the house. From that night on, Mr. Takagi began to have strange dreams. In the dreams, he found himself as an elementary school student playing tag on his school's playground. This same dream repeated for a week, and each time he managed to avoid being caught by the it in the game. However, one night he was finally caught, and at that moment he realized that the face of the it looked exactly like the daruma he had found in the park. When he awoke, he heard a loud banging noise coming from the back door. Upon checking, he found no one there, but the daruma in the paper bag was still sitting by the door. Later, Mr. Takagi learned more about the origins of the doll. It turns out that in the past, in Ehime Prefecture, daruma-shaped dolls of young girls were made as lucky charms, often given as gifts to brides or used as talismans for safe childbirth. The doll Mr. Takagi found was one of these very dolls. Tsuruko doll is a creepy doll associated with an old house in Kyoto, where Ensan opened an antique shop. Ensan used the two-story house, with the shop on the first floor and a rest area on the second. However, at night, strange things started happening, like objects moving on their own, and memory loss. One night, Ensan had a terrifying experience of being strangled by an unfamiliar elderly woman, leading to the closure of the shop due to the psychological toll. Later, Ensan discovered a large hole in the garden of the old house where there used to be a pond. It was revealed that an elderly woman and her granddaughter had drowned there. The ghost that Ensan saw might have been the spirit of that elderly woman. Tsuruko doll had originally been made for the daughter of the family who first built the house. According to a real estate agent, a previous tenant who ran a bar in the house also experienced hauntings and left after less than 6 months. Ensan believes that the Tsuruko doll is the source of these strange occurrences, particularly because the ghost of a girl frequently appeared in photos taken inside the house. The Kyoto house is still available for rent, and Tanaka Toshiyuki is considering renting it to bring the Tsuruko doll back to its original home. Sansuke doll is a traditional figure from the Tsugaru region of Aomori Prefecture. When mountain workers like Matagi, traditional hunters, or Itsa Somabito, woodcutters, entered the mountains for work, they believed that entering with a sacred number of 12 people would incur the wrath of the mountain deity, potentially leading to avalanches or injuries. To avoid this, they treated the Sansuke doll as the 13th member. The workers would consider the doll as one of their own, sharing food and shelter with it while in the mountains. However, when they descended, they would leave the doll behind. The reason why the number 12 is considered sacred varies, but it is believed to be related to the fact that the mountain deity, a female in local belief, is associated with 12 sama, reflecting the idea of her bearing 12 children in a year. Simmons doll is a doll received from the manager of the bar 6-9 in Osaka. The manager had purchased a Japanese doll for 1,000 yen DOS from a flea market app and decorated it with kiss makeup, naming it Gene Simmons. Shortly after, all the staff experienced unexplained health issues. As an apology, the manager played Kiss's I Was Made for Loving You for 3 days and nights for the doll, which reportedly resolved the health problems. This might be the first instance of a Japanese doll being exposed to hard rock heavy metal music. Goshogawara City, Aomori Prefecture, the Kawakura Sai-no Kawara Jizo Shrine is a sacred place where Buddhism, Shintoism, and indigenous religions intersect. This site is known for the practice of ghost marriages, where dolls dressed as brides, called ghost marriage dolls, are dedicated. These dolls are offered to ensure that young, unmarried men who have passed away can have a bride in the afterlife. The ghost marriage doll in question was given by Tetsuji, a member of the Aomori ghost story group Hirosaki no Kai. Tetsuji's uncle died young during World War II, and a ghost marriage was conducted for him in this land by the family, allowing him to have a wife in the afterlife. Tohoku region, rituals such as Mukasari Emma and Kuyu Ega are practiced. In China, there is a tradition where the family of a deceased man retrieves the body of an unmarried woman and buries them together. In Taiwan, families might have passers-by pick up red envelopes, and the person who picks it up is then asked to perform a wedding ceremony with the deceased. The specifics of these practices vary by location. I'll take a look at the cursed object exhibition merchandise before heading outside. There are many delicious restaurants near Tenmabashi. here before heading back. When I got home, the cat litter was arranged in a perfect triangle. Could this be the curse of the cursed object?